Crash Bandicoot 2!
Hello, welcome to Rock Bottom. This is Crash Sane Trilogy, and we're playing the best game in the whole series, Crash 2. With me is my good friend Magnus and my good friend Daniel.
Hello.
Daniel from two other prolific YouTube channels here on.
One that's kind of prolific and one that sucks ass. But I like the one that sucks ass more.
We're very fortunate to have him with us.
Yeah, no, he wanted in on Crash 2 specifically for this remaster thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that the Naughty Dog logo was on the asteroid?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I haven't actually noticed that before.
I'm very surprised by this game so far.
Yeah, you watched when we streamed Crash 3. I played a little bit of this, but only up to the third warp room.
Yeah.
It is. There are some very small differences compared to the original, but otherwise, actually really competent, I feel.
This is the first time I've seen like anything of new HD remaster, and I'm not sure about right with the fucking gnarly faces. Holy shit!
He's a Simpson.
He's a Simpson.
What should watch?
Like his yellow complexion is definitely more intense than it is in the original, but it was always quite yellowish.
Yeah, that's the thing. But he was. We noted that from like a screenshot that he was a different shade of yellow than his gloves, and the shade he has now is more close to what his gloves were.
One of the most interesting things I found about this is the way they went with animation, because this looks way more goofy than the first game.
Yeah,
sure.
But like if the original dev team had the opportunity, I think they would have wanted it to look more like this.
Because it was definitely goofy. That was the whole point of doing it with like vertex animation that they did originally.
Yeah.
That they could stretch and do stuff with him that was goofy and cartoony. Like they said, Looney Tunes was big. Was big inspiration for them.
If it isn't Crash Bandicoot.
The plot is not relevant. Apparently, we're now working for the bad guy. We're not going to question it until the very end, pretty much.
Or at least until Embryo says, I'm not a bad guy either, too.
But you look like a bad guy, and in cartoon universes, your appearance directly dictates your actions.
and the weird thing is, Embryo was, as a kid, I didn't play the first Crash until much later. Like my start was Crash 2. I had no fucking idea who Embryo even was.
Actually, fuck remind me, who the fuck is Embryo?
Embryo was the second to last boss of the first game.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like the Frankenstein.
Yeah, he's
the one with the bolt.
Yeah, he's head.
Yeah,
in the head.
Yeah, he's he was like the first scientist henchman before Engine.
He was a real OG motherfucker.
Engine is just more OG to me.
He's definitely a better character
I
design.
fucking love Engine. Fucking rocket in his head.
I don't know. I mean, it's alright.
It never really made sense, but it's definitely
it's just because everything was a cyborg in Crash 2, so he had to also be a cyborg.
Hey.
Okay, so this is actually where it's significantly different because
You
can do it, but it's different. The timing is different, and the placements are different. The thing is that you can't actually clear the whole thing in one jump. You can do that, but it's a little finicky, and I can't do it reliably. And the third hole is a lot harder than the others to seize, actually. No matter how much I tried. The funny thing is, we noticed that the moles reset trying to jump out of the hole.
And we'll probably make judgment calls that if you go back and look at the original thing, it's exactly the same. But this was one of the things, like the moles reset when you jump up, like they restart their animation if you clear that trigger.
And the thing that I noticed, I watched some footage earlier because I was really annoyed by not being able to reliably seize the hole. I looked at some footage and I was like, am I just doing it wrong, or is there like a halfway point that you can land on the side like in the old one? I fucking love these underground levels. I think they're really.
This is one of my favorite sections of the original one. I wonder if they still have the exploits, because on the far right where you are now, there's two.
You mean the odds?
like 2 extra lives. I think it's here. If I recall correctly, they're like all the way up in the sky. Maybe it's a different level.
No, I do not believe that. Okay, so the glitch high jump is very much still a thing because this is not supposed to be possible.
Yeah. That's neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, there is a lot of the cheese that's still possible, and a lot of like stuff like we're getting to the red gem soon, or at least the point where you used to be able to get the red gem.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna take a look at that.
You maybe should have explained why you got the blue gem from this level.
Oh, it actually says on the loading screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's hints?
Yes, there's hints.
Not really hints,
What?
like more like explicit tutorials to how to do everything.
Basically.
I saw the move tutorial, but that was not really invasive or anything. But I didn't see the.
I still think that's a little annoying, but the thing is, the loading screens are very explicit. This one said, "Be nice to boxes, and you may earn a special gem."
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So-
think in terms of like
That's a little on the
displaying
nose.
the controls, it does in the start of every game. Like it doesn't really fit in terms of how Crash, the original Crash. games did it.
I think it's because that all the games are bundled in one and the moves change from
Exactly.
games.
That was the point I was gonna make.
Alright.
Because
God damn it! Why do we think alike?
because now they're like 3 games that are basically one game and they control different with different weights and different movesets. Especially like between 1 and 3,
Yeah.
the movesets are so different.
Man, these smokes are.
I hate that.
It's like the animation is
I'm not used to actually.
sped up at times.
I'm not actually doing the whole. Used to
slow
doing the
down.
holes. So that's the first level 100% done.
And as you point in the last playthrough, I remember
Cock and balls combo.
the cock and balls combo.
Stop trying to sexualize.
I was actually really enjoying watching you play and just turn from I actually kind of like this game to hating it completely with Wrath of Cortex because I was like I remember it being like all right,
Yeah, same.
and then I'm watching it like they're like they like missed the point
Entirely. Yeah, I'd say.
completely.
Oh, it goes to like
Yeah,
pillars now.
he pulls the.
I like
Oh
that
yeah,
thing.
they're not on top.
Yeah.
It was a little jarring to me at first because
Oh, I see.
in a place like this, because you're like, oh, which pillar belongs to what?
Yeah.
Discover and finish the secret route for a special gem.
Oh.
I usually claim the snow levels as well, but yeah.
Me and Casper has the whole thing. It's really unfortunate, actually. I mean, my favorite levels are the one Casper really like dislikes, and vice versa. So I mean, everything adds up.
It really does. Oh yeah. There we go. So yeah, I played a little of this, but I still have some surprises left. Like the fourth warp room, which is possibly my absolute favorite. I have not touched. And I'm really looking forward to that one. I really like B levels.
See, this is like a place where I get annoyed with, especially the third game. Look at the eyes, look how good the reflections are,
Yeah.
look how nice it looks, and then fucking some of the places in the third game where water just like looks crap.
Oh yeah.
And we also talk a bit about like how mud sometimes doesn't look like mud.
Oh yeah. They had this very viscous, nice mud feeling in the old one, where like it made sense that you were like trudging through it because it was so brown and thick and completely opaque. Oh.
Yeah, it felt like
It's-
walking around in silly putty basically.
Yeah, it's very thin here and it's like watery and just like wading through water. I don't like that.
Another thing too,
I think
like
it was
the-
hard.
I don't like cheese. See, this is where it's at, right?
Yeah, okay, never mind. You cannot get that.
No,
It's
you can,
like-
you can see it there.
2 units higher.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. I actually really dislike that you can't even see it from the bottom anymore.
yeah.
Because the point was you were going through and like, how the fuck do I get that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like this game is stupid.
and then you but it also doesn't bounce you when you
Slide on it.
when you slide off it like this. It doesn't bounce you anymore. So there was no reason to even move it higher.
You don't like you can still do the exploit without bouncing actually. But
Oh yeah, but that depends on what region the
Yeah,
game's
yeah,
from.
yeah.
yeah, I have a suspicion that you can actually glitch jump higher if you're more frame perfect than this. So I would spend like 2 hours figuring out if I could take that gem out.
I'm sorry, I'm not
No, sorry. I'm not but I said if this was my own playthrough, I would be prepared to spend 2 hours just going like. When I learned it in the old game that I could fix the gem there, I literally spent 30 minutes on it as well.
See ya.
Yeah, no smash.
Oh god.
Out the way, penguin!
And this is where in the old game you could get the extra percentage. So if you jump at least 100 times on the first metal bouncy crate, jump on the seal and then proceed to land on the next bouncy crate and jump for a little more, I don't remember how much, you would get a random gem when you land.
What?
Because you would make a number roll over.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And basically, just like you can fucking hack any game to do weird things when doing unintended shit, basically it was counting, well, how many times have you jumped on an enemy? And that you jumped on an enemy does not reset when you land on bouncy crates.
Yeah, okay.
So it would take the 100, you jump on the enemy, now you've jumped on enemies 100 times, you would keep jumping, and then when you land, it might be 255 possibly.
There's a very similar exploit in Crash 3, where if you jump on a bouncy crate around 200 times, and then stop Crash from ever doing that's Rio.
Yeah, that's true.
If you prevent Crash from then ever doing his normal walk animation, then when you exit a level, it's gonna award you up to 5 or more crystals. So you can clear an entire warp room.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I watched the world record for a Crash 3 speedrun is apparently 23 minutes. And
80%? Really?
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I took it upon myself to watch that, and so I figured
it wasn't glitchless or what?
No. So I was thinking, what the fuck is up with that, right?
This is the best 3 mask you can ever get. You gotta lose
Yeah, and then right there was a waste of one as well. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the 100% Crash 2 run.
105, right?
105. Like, I think they managed to get down to like 42 minutes.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, I don't believe in Crash 3 that you can get up to the full range of percentage. What I mean with that is, it's a bit technical. The data type of percentage is a character, and those go up to 256 units. That's
55, right?
0 to 255 to 256 total. In Crash 2, if you use the exploit that I explained, you will be able to...
The exploit I explained.
No, you will be able to get 255% before the number rolls over. So if you want to complete it like to where you cannot get anything more, you'll have to spend a long time
seeing this shit, man. One thing that they actually changed was the controls for this little neat board thing. It's so much more fluid and delicious now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, exactly. Because this was also always one of my least favorite things.
I think it got too used to it. Because I don't think it was
I did
bad,
that with a lot of time to spare, man. I am the best Crash Bandicoot player in the world.
I guess.
So the best Crash Bandicoot in the world.
Well,
I'll call him Mr. Snippy Snip. Cut that out.
Yeah. It moves a lot better.
The ripples too.
Yeah, they're beautiful. It moves a lot better because you could only move in like 4-way direction, really.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah, look at the water here. Look how beautiful the water is.
So like, look at the water. Why is the water so shit in the third game? I don't get it. It looks fucking amazing here. Like, it doesn't look like super dense. Like, it's very clear all the way down, but that's more natural.
Look at that fucking animation. Look at those physics. Look at those physics. Physics make a game better by default, right? No. Tomorrow, there's when we record this, there's an episode of Rapper Project coming out where I lose my mind because of bad physics. years.
This is the best.
No, don't.
This is the best.
No. No.
You're also talking to a person who works with a physics game, and I can tell you like 99 of all problems that it's ever created is...
Daniel, what physics game do you work with?
Oh, what a nice segue. I'm working on a game called Deceit.
Yeah, it's a dead meme, but
Yeah, it's...
They're working on DLC meme.
it's still early access.
And like, as soon as you say it's an early access game, people are like, yeah, well then it's shit. Because all games in early access must be shit. So we're fighting very hard to not be in early access. Because everything there is screwed with shit.
Right. But Siege was really big for a while on YouTube.
Yeah.
Really big.
One of those big hikes.
Oh, yeah. I'll say this every playthrough that we do of Crash Insane. They unified the bounce structure so that in all the games they take 5 bounces now.
And yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Oh, okay.
No matter what game, because they were all
That's
different.
nice.
Yeah, that is really nice.
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate.
What the fuck is this?
The hardest challenge known to
I
man.
can go get a longer cable for your TV so you get the right amount of input lag. So to balance it out, it's okay. We'll just set it up. It's like we'll just like draw it into Copenhagen, draw it back again.
We got the technology, man. We can make it work.
One thing they added for some reason was there to slip off edges a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not intentional, I can tell you.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem a lot of people are having with this compared to the original.
It comes with like modern collision detection.
Yeah.
Like when two cubes have very like edge case scenarios, they just want to pass through each other, and then it seems like you slip through it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit sad that the plans are just purple now. They used to be a little more eggplanty in the color, or just outright black, I feel.
Yeah, they were definitely like, but everything in original Crash is super high contrast.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything was supposed to pop because TVs were so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's what really scared me about the early screens we got of this that were really washed out.
Yeah.
And like with really weird lighting. This lighting is fucking beautiful. I don't know what they did between then and now.
There's a couple of levels where they want like a stylistic.
Wow, look at that! Did you see that? That's me slipping off a box. Bullshit. I can't even say it's because I'm recording, because not too long ago I played Injustice 2, and I was doing a challenge that was just fucking impossible to me, and I spent like an hour on it, and then I was like, I need the world to see how fucking bullshit this is. So I turned on the recording for it, and I aced it in one go, and I'm like, oh.
God damn it. Hey, we in there.
If you have the muscle memory, taking your mind off focusing on it like cognitively will help, especially for racing. I'm not a big like racing game player, but
I don't see race.
Jesus, dude. Are we gonna go
I had a nice time. I'm up to leave.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Oh, damn it.
We all know Crash Bandicoot is the right game for all of it.
Let's die. Let's die here.
Let's fucking die.
Let's just fucking die together.
We in there.
There we go. Cock and ball combo.
Yeah, the backgrounds are so much nicer now. You actually fucking notice the background now.
One thing I'll have to say about Crash 2 that always appealed to me more so than Crash 3 is like the tight snug feeling of the environments a lot. That Crash 3, a lot of the time you were just open in a way, and then it was just like, out to the horizon with something. These are like really dense and cool environments.
The reason why both Crash 1 and Crash 2 does that more like claustrophobic feel is spec-based.
Yeah,
they could hide more information that way.
Yeah.
And then when they got to the third game, they were like, fuck you guys.
You want to try pits?
I want to try.
Because they wanted to prove something to other developers, I guess.
Yeah.
because like those open environments have no reason for working. Take a game like Mario 64, and that's
look at that shit. Look at that shit.
And that has a pretty open environment.
Yeah, but it's all really shitty plain polygons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I could never fucking whoa. I can never compare Crash to Mario 64 and not have Crash come out in a positive light, I feel, because it was always more dense and neat, I feel.
And a lot of it came from like just the technical limits they had.
Yeah.
And they had to do things that.
But if that's what comes from fucking technical limits, then I mean, then we're in a really bad way today, where we have so powerful consoles. I mean, go. Yeah, it's here. Go.
This way.
Go right a little bit first.
Then back.
Yeah, gotta break low.
Yeah, I think in terms of like gameplay aspect, like Mario 64 definitely understood more where we were going with the 3D environment.
Yeah, you're good. Just go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You can also take the checkpoint, go all the way back, go the other path, and then if you die, you still have to do it all again.
Then you still have to do it all again because we're still going with cock and balls.
Yeah.
There's no other ball here. This is a Hitler level.
Hitler.
Yeah, there's only one gem.
Little Hitler.
Little Hitler.
But definitely, like the original Crash games, they've always looked better than what
almost anything else on the console at the time.
At the console, anything on Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Nintendo 64 was really impressive and had the short load time.
You can't spin these anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
But like the almost non-existent load times because of the touch system. But I always felt like the PlayStation was capable of more.
It definitely was. But yeah.
But I guess you have to go back up here as well. Watch out. I guess I feel like Nintendo 64 games were always, or for the most part, more stylized than PlayStation games for the same reason.
Yeah. I think it's fair to argue that Crash in itself also was fairly stylized.
Oh yeah, of course. But it was stylized in a very detailed way comparatively.
Yeah, exactly.
Just swag on out there.
Yeah, well, I'm scared, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just remember the bird coming on. They look remarkably different.
But yeah, I think you've talked about this before, but Naughty Dog got accused for using secret library.
Yeah.
When they released the first Crash game.
Jesus.
Because it looked so much better than anything else at the time.
Yeah.
And as I've told you and we've talked about, like they basically just hacked everything right into hardware, ignoring the libraries that Sony provided themselves, which was completely illegal. But by the point when Sony saw the end result, they really needed a Mario killer. So
yeah, exactly. And exactly. Crash was mascot material at that point, so I guess they just forgot about the.
They literally looked the other way. They had a dude come up there, go like, I just need to look at how it runs and what it does, and then like they find out.
Okay, when you go back, only bouncing two of them,
or just one.
Yeah, or one.
If you're skilled.
Crazy. Oh no, the analog stick feels weird.
Yeah, but you were never supposed to play this with analog.
Yeah, I've only played with analog. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, there you go. That's why.
I'm fine. Okay. I'll pick him up.
That's fine.
Sony's years.
Oh hey, we made it!
I looked a little bit at some of the trophy statistics. You can see that on the PS4 how many of the player base have certain trophies. Whoa, that was seems like most people have only played Crash 1. And it seems like, from this collection, and it seems like they gave up on it. It seems like they gave up playing Crash 2 and 3 because they started with the hardest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the wrong order.
Yeah, you gotta play 3, 2, 1. That's how you gotta do it.
I would say 2, 3, 1. Because,
Yeah.
like, treat yourself.
Well, yeah. Exactly, we're playing Crash 2 because treat yourself. Back when Crash 3 came out, I remember everybody singing its praises and saying Crash 3 is the best Crash game because of the fucking of the powers and shit that you get. And I was like, but Crash 2 is the best one.
Yeah.
Crash 2 is the one that has the most coherent theme and just, it has more interesting levels. I feel Crash 3 is just a little bit all over the place, and the powers don't necessarily add so much.
I fucking hate in Crash 3 area something after you get to Bazooka, where there's pretty much levels that's like, yeah, you're gonna be forced to use the Bazooka here.
Yeah. But at least they designed something for it, otherwise it would have been totally...
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, of course you're not forced to use it, but...
No, but if 100%...
Here have a cheat code. I mean...
Sorry, I'm not talking, I just went...
into focus mode.
Yeah, I did the
Not
same
really
shit.
focus mode, it's just...
Plays nice, doesn't it?
It's a good response time. It has like... I don't even remember... I like jump here. Come on. There we go. Just a bit of collision stuff. No, I don't remember if it was... It feels very the same, but I just noticed that when you turn around, because of the animation, it seems like it's a little delayed, but it's not input delay, it's animation delay, which is better.
Yeah.
By far.
Sure. Go over it first, you... There's no reason to do that, you can go over it!
Oh, it's more fun. It's the challenge, you gotta do it.
Bonus levels.
The bonus levels
are super tough, right?
Bonus levels is the most difficult part of this game, right? That's where they throw shit like that at you.
Oh shit.
That's where they throw shit like that at you because they're like, they can't lose lives anyway. Just fucking kill them.
Gym routes are easy.
I expect you to be frame perfect.
Yeah. I can only miss that jump frame perfect.
Look at this.
Yeah, they cued it even more than it is in the first one.
And it's perfect. I love it.
I think that it wasn't necessary, but like, it makes it easier.
Yeah, it really does.
They really stand out now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That I really like that.
Yeah. Fuck me. We talked about this before. They actually let you experiment and play with it
and
in a safe
they
environment.
introduced mechanics in a safe environment. Yeah. Really.
Wow, did you get that?
Yeah. Frame perfect.
Oh,
Hey!
That's what they call him now. Daniel Frame Perfect.
God damn it.
Frame Perfect, that's like Dude Perfect, just with video game.
Okay.
Same hole, man.
I said I wanted to slide, I just didn't do it.
That's just being faithful. Go into the same hole all the time.
You need to be a player, man. You need to be a player.
You need to switch up your holes. Remember that there's
Oi.
you gotta gain some...
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta gain some speed on this ball.
That's not how you do speed. Oh, fucking run!
Oh.
Stop! Jesus!
Hell yeah.